now a question for you too. How did the transparent people become transparent city? I would like to hear a bit about the title and why the change, whose idea was to change. And in a way, how do you, Ondjaki, identify with that title? So maybe start with Stephen.
Okay, I think it was my idea. And it's the old problem that in English, you can't just pluralize nouns and turn them into adjectives. So it's os transparentes in Portuguese, it's los transparentes in Spanish, it's les transparents en français, it's die Durchsichtigen in German, but you can't do that in English. We did at one point toy with the idea of saying the transparents, but we thought it sounded too pretentious. And we even considered slow red at one point. But ultimately, English demands concreteness, and that means a noun. So we had to find a noun. And since it's obviously, before all else, an urban novel, the noun city seemed like the one to use.
I tried to understand, and after that, I accepted, and I really, it's not easy for me because I am very, very specific with titles. But again, I think what Stephen said, that you have to reinvent the book. You have to respect that sometimes the translator or the publisher will have to reinvent the title. The thing that I don't like very much if it happens that they are reinventing only for commercial purposes, but we didn't do that. So this is a very interesting publishing house, Biblioasis. I've been working with them for some years now. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but that was not the reason we went for Transparent City. So they explained to me, and and not only Stephen, but Dan, the owner of the publishing house. You know what? Sometimes I felt we were spending energy, and the title is part of the book. It's not the book. Mm-hmm. So I decided to trust them, and I think they know what they were doing. But it was not my call, but I supported it, of course. I think you have to reinvent. You have to write again, either the title or whatever. You're doing that. It's another book. It's another book.
Mm-hmm. And in a way, I mean, this is my opinion. In a way, Transparent City also is related to this book because, again, you play with the micro level and the macro level. So you can say that the city, the mm-hmm. characters represent the city, the building represents the city. So in a way, it makes sense. It plays well with the plot. Don't you agree? I found that. Yeah, I find that.
No, I think it went that way, not Stephen, that it has, I mean, it we're not like creating a title just for, a new title. No, we were, trying to stay there and trying to play, there are other similar titles. So it was interesting. I think it's interesting. I'm getting used to it, Transparent City. I'm still getting used to it.